Barbers are running what? Welcome to another explosive episode of Sports Corner on Unical Radio 103.5, the home of football passion, hot debates, and more prediction. And yes, weekend football madness. It's Friday, and you already know what it means. Yes. We are diving straight into the biggest weekend fixtures across the major league in the world, from the Premier League, Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, the German Bundesliga, and also the French Ligue 1, and also the Nigerian Professional Football League, and the relegation battle. Yes, we got you covered this wonderful evening. So get ready for the big match reviews, board prediction, player spotlights, injury updates, tactical battles, and all the drama where this weekend go off. I give you, say, every weekend we go sweet. Now from Friday you go this know, and already some players already start the weekend with some punches and some blues. And of course, I am your host, the voice of sports, the energy behind the MIC, the one and only Sir Kennedy. Yes, so as be like this, sit back, turn up the volume for me. Let's kick off the show because it's Sports Corner. Yes. If you check your time right now, it's already 5 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And yes, so sports don't start. And anywhere where you do, just get ready, because as it be like this, so Sports Corner, and I don't come your way like this. And first I says, we could just waka, tell you waiting they happen for our Nigeria here before we move into the other side. And the first for the NNL League like this, the Nigerian National League chairman don't say he dey impressed with the Super 4 standard. Yes, the chairman of the NNL League, in the person of George Alwo, he don't praise the quality and the organization of the ongoing NNL Super 4 in Ikene, describing the tournament as a major boost step for Nigerian second tier league. And speaking with journalists at the competition venue on Wednesday, Ikene Aludo also said the NNL has successfully taken the Super 4 to another level, highlighting the impressive atmosphere, quality officiating, and the world-class facilities at the stadium in Ikene. According to him, the venue ranks among the very best in the country. The ambience is very good. The stadium is world-class. Outside the nest of champions Nuyu, this is the best in the country. And the playing turf is fantastic, and the teams are playing very well. And the football, and they are very good football. And he also added that the crowd turnout and officiating throughout the competition had also been a commendable one, and the referees have done a good job officiating under a relaxed atmosphere. Everything put together has been amazing. I am really impressed. He also put top for that one. He also credited the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, which is Ibrahim Gassi, for giving the league leadership maximum support. I say we have been strict and we have not allowed anybody to mess up the system. The backing we received from the NFL president helped us all the way to ensure credibility, he said. And still on that one, yes, it has been confirmed that Afrobeat street star in the person of Portable will be performing at the Super 4 tier competition. Yes, Afrobeat Habib Portable Ololomi say na him go perform for the closing ceremony of the 2026 NNL Super 4 organizers. Will be confirmed this on Wednesday at the Rainbow Star Stadium. The Ogun State born performer is set to bring the signature high energy set, viral moves, and hit songs at the NLL crowns for the 2025-2026 champion in Kenya. But the entertainment won't stop at music. 2 lucky fans will walk away with 500,000 naira in the live raffle draw conducted by Portable himself. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, assistants for the Unical Radio 103.5. And still for the NLL Super 4 competition, yes, Inter Lagos produced a composed and clinical performance to defeat Ranchers Bees 2-0 in their second game at the NLL Super 4, bouncing back strongly after a disappointing start to their campaign in Kenya. And still on the NNL updates like this, Doma United defender when named Adam Sahind dedicated his Man of the Match award to his mother and to the club's chairman after a commanding performance that helped them secure a narrow 1-0 win over Inter Lagos on Monday. And the NLL Super 4 opener, Said was rock solid at the heart of Doma defense, leading to a resilient backline that repelled wave after wave of the Inter-Lagos attack. And the Lagos side also pushed Doma to limit, but Samid and his defensive attack the win. And yes, still on other sports like this. For the NLL, still on the NLL Super 4 tier like this. The former youth and the sports minister in the person of Chief Sunday Dare and the NFF chairman Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gasiu we attend the opening ceremony at Remo Stars Stadium, reflecting the tournament status on the national stage. The states are clear. Ranchers B, Inter Lagos and Sporting Lagos and Doma United have already climbed promotion to the Nigerian Premier League after topping their MNL groups form on May 4th to 8th. They battle for one final honor, which is the 2025-2026 MNL crown. And yes, still on the grassroots information like this, the Nigerian Football Federation has announced the appointment of Adu Makaba and Ebrulotsi Uwajamori as the head coaches of the men's national under-20 and under-17 boys national team, respectively. Maikaba and Uwe Jamori appointment followed the reshuffling of the backroom of all age grade national football teams. The executive committee of the Nigerian Football Federation has endorsed the recommendation of Federation Technical and the Development Committee for the appointment of Abdul Maikaba and Ebo Protise as head coach of the under-20 and under-17 boys national team. The NFF announces on Thursday Maikaba, who has managed several of Nigerian prestigious clubs, has also previously coached the under-17 boys national team known as the Golden Eaglet. He was assistant coach of the under-20 boys Flying Eagles during the period of Paul Agibu served as the head coach, and congratulations to them on that wonderful appointment for there. And still on the waiting they happen for Nigeria here. And the last story we'll get for you be say the National Sports Commission Director and the person of Bukola Oladapo has praised the First Lady Oduremi Tinubu for her consistent support for Nigerians sports, describing her as a driving force behind the continued success of the country women's athletes and the continental global competition. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as this was not on Unical Radio 103.5. We could go small break. When we come back, we could dive into everything that will happen tomorrow or during the weekend ahead of the Premier League, Italian Serie A, the Nigeria Professional Football League, and also the German Bundesliga and the French Ligue 1. All these ones that we will give you, and we'll also talk about the clash where happened between Valverde and the Chouameni as Real Madrid don't find them €1 million, that is 500,000 euro each person for that fight will be happen for the now. Switch Talks on Unical Radio 103.5. We'll go small break. When we come back, we will land you everything. Radio 103.5. And as a Kennedy, now they are with you. They give you all the update where they happen for the world of sports back to back. And yes, I see the hot, I see the boom like this. Make we just keep move. Give you the update where they happen this weekend. Yes, a lot of matches this weekend because man, we have another weekend to watch out for some drama. And then starting from the Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga, and the England Premier League. The features there are more plenty. But before we dive into the weekend features, make we just Chukwumatu for waiting they happen for the Real Madrid squad because of a lot of katakata, a lot of uru done they happen, and we've seen a lot of complaint and again what thing they call leverage. Yes, leverage where they happen for Real Madrid that needs to be talked about. 080944444058. Yes, and this matter now, waiting be this matter. The parents of two Real Madrid players have reportedly called Florentino Perez to complain about their son's lack of playing time. Both are international. One is a defender and the other one is a midfielder. And I asked myself, what's the meaning of this? That is what I asked myself. Now waiting. Now the first question I asked myself is that, what is the meaning of this? What is your take on this particular issue right? And how in the world did parents of these footballers or these football players even have the number of the club presidents to call the club president complaining about their kids' lack of playing time, or your child doing up to the expectation of the coach? No be for the parents. It's not for the parents that will determine the lineup or whatever. So for me, why is the parents of those footballers complaining? Why are they complaining? Why are they asking, why is my child not playing? Why is my child not doing this? So this is not relevant. It's not relevant. This is out of context. This is for me. This is extreme. This is so extreme that I am playing. Let me take for example that I am playing in a particular club, and due to I have not been able to play 3 matches straight, and maybe I'm having lack of playing time. Maybe the only time I play only 30 minutes in a game. I play only 20 minutes in a game, and my parents now call. Yes, I know that those parents are watching out for their children, but on the other hand, why will you call the club president to complain? Is the player meeting the expectation of the coach? That is the first question you will ask yourself. Why is the player being dropped and a parent is calling a club president? So is that entitlement or what? I don't really know what is going on in this modern day football. To be honest with you, I don't really know what is going on in this modern day football that a parent have their mind to call a club president to complain that my child no dey get playing time. I don't know all these things. I think the evolution of football is some things are spoiling. some things are spoiling, some things are getting better while some things are spoiling, and this is one of the things that is spoiling football. E just dey like say your pikin dey go school because say your pikin no score first position, e come call school principal say why una no make my pikin score first position. That is the real definition of this. Will I call it? I can even call it BS. Wey just happen right now, because what is this? What is this? This is a pure BS. Because why will my parents give a call to the school to tell them my pikin no score first position? Why my pikin no score first position? First of all, the question you are supposed to ask yourself is my child doing well? That the coach, okay, is my child doing well? First of all, then why is the coach not fielding in my child? Maybe my child is not playing well. That is, now your mind supposed to go say, e be like say my pikin no dey do well for training ground, because na your performance for training ground na e go determine if you go play for starting lineup. If you're not doing well in the training ground, you have no guarantee of a starting lineup. There was something Cavastelli and Ousmane Dembele said after their Champions League semi-finals win against the Bayern Munich. He said that in PSG, if you don't run, you will not play any game. If you no run, you no go play game. So, which means be you who you are. And I think this Real Madrid thing, to be honest with you guys, Florentino Perez is the one tolerating all these things. All these, I would like to use all this nonsense where they happen for PSG. I mean for Real Madrid. Now Florentino Perez now they tolerate them, because if he's not tolerating this BS where they happen, I think those parents wouldn't even have the mind to call a club president to say, why are you telling me, why is my child not starting? Because when I read the news this morning, I read them 2 times. The parents of 2 Real Madrid players have reportedly called club president Florentino Perez to complain about their son's lack of playing time. And I be like, Azahona, like, where this one starts? 08094444058 is the phone line to join the conversation this wonderful evening. As it be like this, yes, my sister's from Unical Radio 103.5, and I'm secondly the day here with you. Then I continue to ask myself that, what if Florentino Perez is the one giving parents leverage to be doing all these things? Because why will a parents call a club president? So for me, on the other hand, this kind of things no supposed to happen. This kind of things, make sense. It don't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense from anywhere. This is unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. So unbelievable that a player, maybe why will a player, if anybody is supposed to even complain, now the player supposed to complain, say, I am not getting any playing time in my club. I'm not getting any playing time in my club. Why am I not playing well? Then it can't be the parents. The parents, they do the whole thing. So for me, this is wrong. And lately, Real Madrid dressing room pressure is building. And honestly, this is what happens when you stack too much talent in one squad. Actually, okay, we already have a caller at the moment. Hello, Unical Radio 103.5. Hello, good evening. You say? Okay, welcome to the show. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution there. Yes, I think what she said was right, that the parents have no right to even have a say for why their children are not even having playing time. 08094444058 and the phone line to join the conversation this wonderful evening. Back to what I was saying. I said that Real Madrid dressing room pressure is building. And honestly, this is what happens when you stack too much talent in a squad. If the reports are true, then the parents now has a serious management problem in his hands. Parents calling the president directly over lack of game time. That tells you frustration has reached another level. And let's be honest, some players have genuine reasons to complain. At a lot of these internationals left clubs where they were starters and everything, where they were starters to sit on the bench at Real Madrid. You can't expect top players preparing for the World Cup tournament to stay at the bench without considering football. But at the same time, this is Real Madrid. Exactly. Nobody is guaranteed a place. Competition is brutal. If you want minutes, you will have to outperform world class players every single week. That badge comes with pressure. Yes, the club comes with pressure. It comes with pressure. And too many elite names in. I mean, the whole thing boils down to what because Real Madrid biggest strength, squad depth could also be the biggest dressing room problem. Because right now, Toshameni and Valverde had a fight during the week, and man, this is something that I don't even know how to even put this particular news where they happen for Real Madrid squad. A lot of things have been going on in Real Madrid squad, and it's not something to write home about. It's not something that everybody can be proud of, honestly speaking. So for me, Real Madrid have to fix how to fix how to fix their back room, because their back room is, will I even how will I even use, let me use the word, it's messed up right now. It's messed up, and right now they are battling with the rivalry of Manchester of Barcelona. And if at any point in time that Real Madrid right now are not supposed, now this time around they supposed even do this thing. Now this time around said they supposed even even strengthen their belief, or would I even say even they united. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Now even right now they supposed even they united. Now even now they supposed even they united at the time because of what is going on. This has been their worst season of all time. Yes, this is their worst season. Can you imagine back to back season Real Madrid is going through failures, and it's not something to write home about. This now the moment where we say they supposed even dey together. Now this time around we supposed say they even supposed dey together. 08094444058. Yeah, so what is your take on parents calling for entry? Parents are complaining that their children are not getting enough playing time. For me, it's very very funny. It's very funny. I won't lie, it's very funny. 08094444058. Yes, I'm on other news for here. If you are Pep Guardiola or Mikel Arteta sitting on their yacht on holiday and they see Michael Carrick getting announced as Manchester United manager, do you think they will become fearful of him? And this statement was coming from Roy Keane, and I I laugh. Like when I saw this, I laugh. And honestly speaking, Pep Guardiola would probably sip his wine and continue enjoying the sunset. Ateta might pause for 2 seconds and then go back to relaxing on his yacht. I mean, look at Michael Carrick. He's respected in football, intelligent player, calm personality, understand Manchester United culture, and he has a like good coaching potentials, no doubt about that. But fear that ends not gift because you coached a United manager like Pep Guardiola and Arteta. Only fair coaching who consistently has tactic them, yes, compete for titles, dominate build big games, and also build elite systems over time. And right now, Carrick hasn't reached that level yet. Yes, the real issue with Manchester United is bigger than the managerial board, and the club has changed coaches repeatedly, but the same problem remain: poor recruitment, unstable structure, inconsistent performance, and I think lack of identity. And so if even Carrick comes in and does well initially, top managers won't panic immediately. They will wait and see if he can actually build a serious project. That is the truth. 08094444058. Yes, if you cannot call, you can also send us a text message on our WhatsApp, and also a normal text message 08094444058 to join the conversation. And yes, They said that football changes fast. People laugh at Ateta at first too. Now Arsenal are trying to contenders every season. So today no fear, but in football respect can turn into fear very quickly. So that's if the results start coming. So for me, if Michael Carrick ends the Real Madrid job, no problem. If he doesn't, no issue. But make we just see as the matter go dey go. And still on another matter, a heated argument happened between two football legends, and that is and Paul Scholes and Gary Neville. Yes, a heated argument happened between these two, and I was like, I wanted to laugh. I'll be one laugh, and that is about the charges in the of Manchester City, and a lot. It was a funny response from Ian Wright. Now, this was what Gary Neville said. He said, "It is a disgrace that investigation regarding Manchester City is taking so long. It is absolutely shocking." Meanwhile, Everton and Nottingham Forest has been pushed. Then Ian Wright replied, "Really? Every single charge? It is not 5 or 6. These are 115 charges. I feel you are talking like Donald Trump. You are saying stuff that is foolish." I was like, Jesus Christ. And Ian Wright's frustration is understandable because from outside, I mean, it does sound strange. It does sound strange a little bit. It does sound strange a little bit, but coming up to even coming up to call Gary Neville foolish is something I find so funny. But at the other hand, 115 charges on Manchester City and Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest and Everton were charged, and immediately they did this. I think there was a time Victor was saying something about these charges on Manchester City, that every single time they would say 115 charges still not prosecuted. And I understand Gary Neville's point is valid from a football fan perspective. When Everton and Nottingham Forest were pushed quickly, people naturally expected the Man City case to move faster too. So frustration about delay is understandable. But Ian Wright also has a strong argument, because you can't compare a straightforward PSR breach with a case involving 115 alleged charges over many years. That's completely in a different level of investigation, because the case is huge. That's financial audit, sponsorship investigation, legal battles, appeal, and massive amount of evidence. So saying why is it taking so long, ignore how complex the case actually is. Where I think I arrived at this wrongly is because of people are already speaking as if City are automatically guilty. That's dangerous. Charges are accusations, not conviction, and the Premier League has to prove everything properly. And at the same time, football fans are losing trust, because I think the process feels endless, and the longer it drags, the more the conspiracy theories grows, and the more the rival fans get angry, and that's true, and the more the league credibility suffers. So both sides has a point. I think Gary Neville is right that the delay looks bad for the Premier League. Meanwhile, Ian Wright is right in his own case, that a case this massive cannot be treated like, I think, a normal investigation. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Small Unical Radio 103.5 0809444058. Yes, make we move. Go check the features where we get this weekend. Yes. Moving on. Make we first start from the Spanish La Liga. For the Spanish La Liga tomorrow, we got Elche versus Alaves, Sevilla versus Espanyol, and Atlético Madrid versus Celta Vigo, Real Sociedad versus Betis, and for Italian Serie A, we get Cagliari versus Udinese, Lazio versus Inter Milan, and Lecce versus Juventus. And for Bundesliga, we get Augsburg versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we get Hoffenheim versus Werder Bremen, RB Leipzig versus St. Pauli, Stuttgart versus Bayer Leverkusen, and Wolfsburg versus Bayern Munich. And for the Premier League, so the Premier League is going to serve us a very, very big hot tea tomorrow, because as I see the fixtures, I first shout. Early kickoff coming tomorrow is Liverpool versus Chelsea, and we are going to come back to that. Brighton versus Wolves by 3 o'clock, Fulham versus Bournemouth by 3 o'clock, also Sunderland versus Manchester United by 3 o'clock, and by By 5 o'clock, we go see Manchester by 5:30 Manchester City versus Brentford. And then tomorrow, on Sunday, we go see Burnley versus Aston Villa for the Premier League. Crystal Palace versus Everton, Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle, West Ham versus Arsenal. And for the French Ligue 1, you go see as Angers go play through Strasbourg, or Augsburg go play Nice, and the Le Havre go play Olympique Marseille, and Mainz go play Lorient, and the Monaco go play Lille, PSG go play Brest, and the Rennes go play Paris FC, and we go see as Toulouse go play Lyon. And for the German Bundesliga, we go see as Samen go play Freiburg, FC Cologne go play Heidenheim, and Mainz go play Union Berlin. And for the Italian Serie A, we go see as Verona go play Como, Comoros go play Pisa, Fiorentina go play Genoa, and Parma go play AS Roma, and the AC Milan go play Atalanta. And yes, back to the big features. Yes, I think the big feature we dey here this weekend is the match between Chelsea, Liverpool versus Chelsea. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Chelsea is traveling to Anfield tomorrow by 12:30. It's gonna be an early kickoff, and for this match, I think I'm going to be honest with myself. Liverpool have a huge advantage ahead for this game because Chelsea locker room a little bit is not united in terms of team play. McFarlane, which is the interim coach, still doesn't have that experience to take that team to help the team finish up. Liverpool is trying to secure a Champions League place this season. Liverpool is trying to secure a Champions League place this season. So for me, this game is going to be a tough one. Yes, it's going to be a tough one for both Liverpool and Chelsea. But I think the people who are going to have the best advantage for this match is going to be Liverpool. If you check the Premier League standings like this now, you go see say Liverpool I think they are fourth position, and Aston Villa did their back, and Chelsea is already out of European competition, ninth position, and if you check on well, Liverpool is trying to stamp well to make sure that they secure European football this season. And I don't think Chelsea have what it takes to stop them. Yeah, we can say that Liverpool is losing a little form. We don't know what Chelsea can do, but I don't want to raise my hope high for that. And also, Manchester City versus Brentford. You know that once team season only finish, now when most of these clubs they wake up, Brentford is trying to go to Europa League, Conference League. That I think is going to be their first. It's going to be their first European outing. Yes, I think it's going to be their first European outing. Manchester City is still telling themselves that I think we can still win the Premier League. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think Brentford might be the weapon fashioned against Manchester City this weekend. And also Manchester United versus Sunderland. I think Manchester United have already secured the Champions League spot for next season. So I don't think they're going to have any other obstruction to their quest, or let's say yes, to their quest for a European trophy next season. Yes, the Champions League national anthem is going to happen there. So for me, I don't think Manchester City have anything to do. But Sunderland, yes, let's see what happens. And also on Sunday we have West Ham versus Arsenal, and Arsenal needs the league. Everton is already. I think Everton is West Ham. Sorry, West Ham have not confirmed their. I'm not sure West Ham have confirmed their relegation yet. West Ham relegation have not been confirmed. They still have high hopes that they might escape. So for me, I think it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tight one for Arsenal. But I think at the end of the day, I think Arsenal might come back on top of the game. And yes, still on the Premier League. I think the Premier League this season has been one of the best, because we are seeing teams like Bournemouth, and and Brentford trying to go to Europe this next season, and it will be a good one to see teams like that go to Europe. But with the look of things, Premier League this season have been okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was on Unical Radio 103.5. When we go small break, we'll come back. We go summer you with the story where they happen for the transfer rumors like this. We don't see a lot of Wuru and Katakata what they happen for the world of transfer. As this was not Unical Radio 103.5. Not get anywhere, we will come back.